Today we are doing a folded ruffle wreath and the theme is one of my favorites. It's going to be lemon, but we're going to incorporate a little bit of blue in it. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so spring, so happy, so beautiful. I cannot wait to make this wreath. Hello my sweet friends and welcome to DIY with Nadia. My co-host here is Rocky and we are definitely ready to get started on our beautiful lemon folded ruffle wreath. Let's go through the supplies real quick. I'm going to start with a 21-inch by 10 yards roll of Deco mesh. And this one is a beautiful, beautiful blue. This wreath is going to go on my front door, and this is the garden flag that I ordered to match my wreath. And I felt like this ribbon combo would be perfect to match the flag. I got both of these rolls from SamsClub. This one is a plain yellow 1.5 and wired, and this gorgeousness is 2.5 inch also wired, and I have 50 yards of this, so you'll probably be seeing this ribbon again eventually. You're going to need a pack of pipe cleaners, or 18 to be exact, but we're going to put them on the wreath a little bit differently this time. The sign that I'm going to be using is 8 inches by 12 inches in height. Word of advice, when ordering any sign, please look at the spelling before you purchase, because as you can see, these lemons are fresh instead of fresh. I'm just letting you know to please pay attention to the spelling when purchasing these signs. I still think it's a gorgeous sign and no one's going to notice it, but it's there and I'll know. For our wreath base, we're going to be using a 14-inch metal wreath form. And for decor, I have these really adorable lemon picks, and believe it or not, they are from the DollarTree a few years ago, and I think they will make a nice addition to this wreath. When it comes to attaching our pipe cleaners, we are going to be doing 3 per section, but our section is going to start on the intersection. The way we're going to be attaching our pipe cleaners is we're going to be zigzagging between 2 sets of rows. So you can either do row 1 and 2 and then 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, or you can do 2 and 3 like I'll be doing, tie in the center, and this is our 1 of 3. It's on an intersection, so our next 2 are going to go on the inside. Because our sign is so large, on row 3 and 4 we're going to be attaching our ribbon bundles only to the outside row, meaning the pipe cleaners on rows 3 and 4. The reason I tie on row 3 is because I don't want the ribbon bundles to be on the side of the wreath. Our third one can go back to rows 2 and 3, and we're going to tie that in the center, give it 2 twists, and fold it towards the inside. You can do this one of 3 ways, just like we have it here on the middle row, outside row, middle row. If I were using a sign that was on the smaller side, I would be doing rows 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 2 and 3. So bring it in a little bit. It'll be full enough where it'll cover the outside rows. You don't need to worry about that. The third way that people like to do this wreath is they'll go center, middle, outside. Center, middle, outside. As for us, we have a bigger sign, so we're doing middle, outside, middle, outside. And now I'm doing it on the outside, so that's rows 3 and 4, 2 twists, and that's it. I'm going to go ahead and attach the rest of my pipe cleaners, 3 per section, like we have here, and I'll be right back. Our pipe cleaners are all on. I have 9 on the inside and 9 on the outside. To cut our deco mesh, I'm going to be using a wood burning tool, and I like the needle tip. The reason I'm doing that is this deco mesh is fairly foiled. First things first, my friends, make sure you're working in a very ventilated area. I have a window right in front of me that is open. This deco mesh roll is 10 yards, which is 360 inches. We have 18 pipe cleaners on our wreath, so we're going to take 360 divided by the 18 pipe cleaners that we need to fill with deco mesh. That will give us 20 inches for every piece of the deco mesh so that we use up the entire roll. What I always do is I do go down just a little bit. Maybe we're going to do 19 and a half, 19 and 3/4, just in case case, the deco mesh roll is not a full 10 yards. I find that that works perfectly for me. When cutting deco mesh, I'm going to go in between 2 rows. Not too fast, not too slow, easy, steady, just like this. This is 21 inches, so I'm going to move this up and finish the rest of the cut. And just like this, we have our first roll. To keep it nice and secure, I'm going to roll it up and put it in a basket. Let's do one more. And straight down we go. Let's finish this up. I love using the wood burning tool. I'm going to finish up cutting the roll, and then we're going to make our folded ruffles. When it comes to our ribbon, we're going to be cutting it into 20-inch strips, and we're only going to need 9 of each ribbon because we are making one of my favorite ribbon bundles today, and that is an orchid ribbon bundle. I think these turned out so beautiful. I'm going to zigzag until I get 9 pieces of ribbon. I have my 9 pieces. Let's cut that. Now I'm going to do dovetails on both sides. Fold the edges in half and cut out a little triangle, making sure you cut the part that folds over, and we have dovetails. Same thing with my yellow ribbon. Let's fold the edges in half and cut out a little triangle. My wreath base is nearby. Now it's time to make our folded ruffle. The first thing we're going to do is unroll our piece of deco mesh, and we're going to connect it factory edge to factory edge. And factory edge is that thick edge that has a few strands together. Overlay it, and I'm just going to bring it together just like this. Put it vertically. If you want, grab a little clamp and clamp it on top. This helps because this piece is quite long. The bottom of the piece, we're going to curl in about 1 inch from both sides. It should easily and naturally curl in because that is exactly how it was on the roll. I put my deco mesh on my placement. I'm going to put it right in the center of my square. That way I know where the center is and I can start gathering it easily. And having this part together helps it a whole lot. Bring it together. When I'm almost at the end, take my clamp off and then curl this side also. And as you can see, it curls very, very easily. Make sure you get the side. After I have it curled, I just bring it together and we have a beautiful ruffle. This ruffle has a smooth end and a factory end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of my ruffles that have the smooth end on the outside row. We want to make sure that the wreath doesn't snag on anything. Let's do the next ruffle. Open it up. Factory edge to factory edge. Here we go. I have it together. Factory edge to factory edge. Clamp at the top. Curl in about 1 inch. As you can see, very natural, very easy for this deco mesh to curl in. Straighten it out and collect in the center. Take the clamp off. Let's curl the other side and bring it together. If your ruffle kind of went sideways and it's uneven and you have to pull something out very gently, just tug and even it out if you want to do that. This time we're going to take the smooth end and point it towards the center of the wreath so that our factory edge is facing out. And that is why I make sure that the ruffles with smooth ends are on the outside row and then the ones with the factory edge are on the inside row. That way everything is going to be balanced out. The side with the factory edge is definitely prettier. It has those beautiful waves through it, and then the outside row has the smooth end. This way our wreath is safe from tagging on the outside and we get the beauty of this beautiful edging. And now this is where the process just repeats and repeats and repeats until we are done attaching all of our folded ruffles. If you've never done this method, definitely give it a try and have fun with it, especially if you have some 21-inch deco mesh that needs to be used up. Why not? Another nice thing about this wreath is it only takes 1 roll of the 21-inch deco mesh and you get the advantage of volume from all those beautiful ruffles. So at the end, you get a gorgeous, gorgeous wreath. Let's take that out, curl this end, and bring it together. Our next pipe cleaner is on the outside row, so I'm going to make sure that this beautiful smooth end faces the outside and the factory edge, which is this one, faces the inside of the wreath. 2 tight twists and off I go. This is only 3 ruffles. I can't wait for this wreath to fill in. Right now I'm going to work on the ruffles that are in the inner row, the ones with the factory edge pointing out, so the outside stays smooth. Going to be bringing the tails up, and the second thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be twisting the pipe cleaner up, cutting the excess, folding and folding back. Now this is only on the inner row. The pipe cleaners for the outer row we're going to keep because that's where we're going to be attaching our ribbon. Let's grab the tail up and let's take care of the pipe cleaner. I just have the pipe cleaners on the outside row. Let's bring in the gorgeous ribbon. We are going to start with the 2.5 inch and then grab one of the 1.5 inch. And what I like to do is bring end to end, and on the side we're going to fold it together, but don't pinch this side. We want it to stay nice and fluffy like this. So I'm going to approximate where the halfway mark is, and I'm going to pinch it on both sides just like this. If you want, you can clamp it. Then we're going to grab the yellow one and do the same thing. Fold in half, find our center, and pinch. If I have dovetails on this side, I'm going to have the rounded part here, and then tails and rounded part. I got my centers, bring them together and attach. I'm going to open these up later, but for now we're just going to twist the pipe cleaner up about 1 inch or so and then twist that tail behind our little bundle. Here goes my second one. We're going to fold in half again, find our center, pinch it, grab the second one, fold in half, pinch, pinch, face tail so they are on the opposite sides. Bring it together where you have the pinched ends. If my rounded yellow is facing up, then the next one I'm going to face it down so it's heads, tails kind of deal. Let's attach. Twist it up and fold this down. Don't you love that contrast between the yellow and the blue? It's so, so pretty. Ribbon bundles are all on. Let's prepare the sign. This sign has 4 holes on each side. Maybe you can see them better on here. I'm going to be cutting my floral wire at about 12 inches each. Let's put this through. In the back, I like to give a few tight twists so that the floral wire stays in place nicely. I am so excited about this sign. Yeah, bring some of those poofs out. Okay, I think that looks good. What do you guys think? Let's flip and start attaching. Twist. Especially when I have a sign with so many attachments, what I like to do is attach using 1 twist, and then if I have to, I will come back and readjust. So let's pull this one up and twist. The sign is on nicely. Now I'm just going to secure all of that floral wire in place. Since we're in the back, I'm going to go ahead and do the hanging loop. First, let's find the top of the wreath. Going to go on row 3 and using a jute cord, making a few knots, pull it through the front, and we have our hanging loop. At this point, if you want to cover the back, you can. Since this wreath is going straight on my door, I'm not going to be covering the back. There's nothing sticking out or anything like that. The next thing I want to do is add decor, and I'm going to be adding these lemon picks. Grabbing my floral wire once again. Let's cut a few pieces at about, I don't know, 10 inches in length. Take my floral wire, make sure that I loop it around the base of our pick. I'm going to have 2 picks on this side, 2 picks on this side. It's going to take care of all that blue on the sides. Let's put this one on this side towards the top. What a beautiful addition to the wreath. Just spread those lemons out. I think that's pretty, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. My lemons are in, and now we're going to do the ribbon, my friend. This is my favorite part. Here's where the orchid comes in. First, we have this beautiful 2.5 inch, let's call this the heads, as I was calling before. And then the bottom part, we're going to open up. One of the tails is going to be upside down. If you have a printed one, twist that upside down and spread it out. And then go to the yellow or the 1.5 inch. You could do both, like 2.5 inch or both 1.5 inch, but I think it's prettier when it's like this. And so you're going to have a head and 2 tails, and then on the other side it's going to be 2 tails and of course the head. And so you're going to have a beautiful ribbon bundle, and it kind of does look like an orchid. So when all is said and done, you're going to have a little ribbon bundle that kind of does resemble an orchid. Let's do one on top. I think this one you'll be able to tell a little better. So start with the tails. This one is one-sided, so we do need to flip it, lay it out, then the heads, and then on the other side, we're going to spread the 2 tails, and we have the head. Look at how gorgeous this ribbon bundle is. You just open everything up, spread the tails. If you have a double-sided ribbon, make sure you flip that tail, and that's it. This is going to be so much fun to work with. I seriously love making these orchid ribbon bundles. I think they turn out so beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and open up the rest of the ribbon bundles. I'm done attaching all the ribbon. I think this wreath turned out so fruity, so festive, and definitely ready for the spring and even summer seasons. I hope you enjoyed this video. In the comments below, I would love to know, what is your theme for your home or your kitchen this spring? For me, it's definitely going to be incorporating lemons, because lemons are sunshine. They make everything just bright. But maybe you're doing some kind of a floral. I would love to know. Thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you in our next video and in the comments below. Bye, guys.